Hi all, good evening. So today I'll show you how you can create a performance testing dashboard in Dynatrace. Okay, this is a very keen topic that people used to looking for how you can create a performance testing dashboard. So let's see what are the metric we can use for performance testing dashboard. Okay, so first thing, we would like to understand that, right? So, like infrastructure metrics, response time, latency, failure rate, load, right? The client side error, server side error, DB calls that we wanted to put in our chart, right? So let's see one by one. Okay. So first thing we want to, so we need CPU utilization, right? So we can keep here graph. We'll take CPU utilization 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 in percentage. Okay, now let's go to, so we'll take a CPU, so CPU usage. Okay, and split by host. And we don't need all the hosts, right? When you are doing a performance testing, we require a specific host. For that host, what is the CPU consumption? Okay, what it is, you don't need all the hosts, right? Suppose I'm taking as an example, I'm taking one host. Okay, so you can take that. Okay, suppose I'm taking CF1 Tomcat JS. Okay, so specific to that host. Okay, you are doing a you are running, right? So your service is running. Okay, so you can run that query, you are getting the utilization, so you can understand the graph, right? And save changes to your dashboard. Okay, so instead of this, right, you wanted to understand that when the testing was happened and when it went to a spike. Okay, so save changes to dashboard. Okay, so your CPU utilization is done. Then we need, let's little keep it. Okay, now we need memory, right? So either we can do drag, yeah, we can. So this is my memory utilization utilization in percentage, configure tile. This should type memory, so memory used, split by host, and you can take name for particular host, so you can take same host. Okay, what is the memory utilization? So this is my save changes to dashboard. So this is my memory utilization. Then what else we required? This you think. So this is my memory utilization graph. Now disk won't need. Now we need response time, right? So you take that graph and we can add response time. Res response time. Okay. Okay. So we need response time, right? So response time, we can take response by load action by browser. Okay. So you can take this one, split by web application or filter by web application for which. Okay, for which application. Okay, so you can take that. Suppose I'm taking anyone. Okay, so this is my application response time, but you need maybe a service response time, right? Because this is my uh, okay, so this is my application, overall application, that endpoint, right? So by browser, so that response time, but we need a service response time as well. Okay, so this is my application response time. Let's add one more, that will take a service response time. service response response. Okay. Now you come here. You can see any service. No. Service you select. Now okay, so you need service response time. Okay, so when you are doing performance testing, right? So when you are doing so particular service, you are doing that, right? So that service response time, so you need to take up filter by name which service you are doing. Suppose I am doing for wallet service. Okay, that testing I'm doing on this. Okay, so you can see that when it was happened. Okay, so service response time you did. Okay, so now for that service, maybe you need average, you need 98th percentile, 95 percentile, right? So that also you can do that. So this is my service response time. Same way, you can do like you can clone here, and this is you can give this is my service response time for 90th percentile, 95 percentile, correct? So you can do auto 90th percentile, run the query. Okay, now save changes to dashboard. This is my 98th percentile. So this you can into 90th percentile, 90th percentile. Okay, done. Okay, again you want some other as well, right? 95, yeah, 99. So you can do that. So this is my, you can keep 99 and configure tile in Data Explorer. And here in 1998, right? So we have 90, right? So we can't do that. So advanced mode you go, instead of 90, you keep it 99. Run the query, you get the response, right? And save changes. So now you cannot come back. Okay, so same thing with the data. This is my 99th percentile of response time. Okay, for particular service. Okay, so this is your one part. Then what you need? Response time is done. Then you need request count. You need okay. So we need what we need now. We need failure rate, right? So we can take just you clone here and we can add failure rate. Failure rate. Configure tile in Data Explorer. Okay. Okay. You have removed the advanced mode. Okay. Reset. Now you type failure rate. So failure rate you can take server side. Okay. Split by filter by. Okay. So split by service, filter by particular service. Okay. So I was doing for wallet, right? So you can take that wallet and you can do that. So there is no failure rate. Okay. So if you so save changes to dashboard, failure sides. Okay. That you can do that. So there is no data. There is no failure. Okay. So now same way you can do that. So you can keep here failure rate server side. Now you keep here failure rate client side, failure rate client side, failure rate client side error. You can see service, you can see service method. So you can take service, split by service, filtered by service, name, wallet service. Okay, there is no, so you can see there is a percentage. Okay, so there is the error on client side. Save changes to dashboard. Now what else? Okay, this is my failure rate. Let's see, this is correct. The server side information is correct. Service correct. Now, okay, so one step back you go. So this is correct. Now what else required? Okay, now let's little put it in right. Now let's go with uh like what we call the 4x error, 5x error, right? So that we should see. Okay, so let's go here, take a graph. This is my 4x error. You can take 4x error, number of HTTP 4x error. Okay, split by service, filtered by service, name. You can go with one particular service. Okay, and you are doing that. So is there any 4x? So you can here you can take top list 0 table, number of 4x error found is 0. Save changes to dashboard. Okay, so here you can take a count value. You can change that. So number of count is 1 now. So this we can do. So I am doing for particular service. Okay, make sure that when you are so if you want to create a generic, you remove that filter by. Okay, now for x error, same way you can do replicate to 5x. So this is my 5x error. Configure tile in data explorer. Instead of 4x, we can do 5x. 5x x errors. Count you need split by request, filter by request name. This was which request? Let's take any request. I don't remember that. Wait. So we can take this one. Split by service, service name, wallet service. Okay, run the query. Wait. Service name, wallet service. Okay, now we have 0. So this we have done. This is your 4x, this is your 5x. Then let's see on the database level. Okay, so database level, what we can do is Now you need any kind of GC level, yeah, heap level, okay, yeah, something you need, then that also you can do, like what we called, mm, okay, that level also we can do. So you see, we can add something like can comparison. So configure tile, take a graph. So we can combine some multiple metrics also. So graph, you can go here. You can take 5x. So number of 5x. Okay, wait. Number of 5x errors split by service. I'm not filter by anything. Add one more metric. Number of any. Number of any errors. Not this one. This is for service. Split by service. Then you can add more metric. 4x error. So, so you can see this is for service. This is for service key request. So I need for service. Okay. Split by service and filter by you can add for a specific service you are looking for, right? So suppose I'm looking for any wallet service, right? So you can add that. Then here also you can add name like wallet service. So when you are doing right performance testing for a particular service, okay, you can do that, okay, and you can run that query. So you can get the graph. Just increase the time frame. Okay, yeah, if you remove this filter by, you'll get more data, right? So this is your data, right, for all the services. So that your wish, okay, you can do that. So save changes to dashboard. So this dashboard name you and the style name you can say that little big. You can give HTTP 4x x 4 bracket 5xx fail and fail transaction and fail transaction. Same way you can do it. You're done. Then go back. So this is your one part. Then you need service throughput. A particular service you wanted to understand the load, right? So that also required. So let's take this. Okay, edit. Wait. Graph. You can add here service throughput. Okay, service throughput. Click here, configure Tile Data Explorer. Yeah. Now we need, okay, first we need request count. So request count we can take, just a minute. request count. Any request, wait. Request count. It. Hmm. You can see this is for service key request. This is for service request count total. So we can take this one. You can take this. We need what we call value split by service. Then we need response time. Add one more metric. Res response time. Okay. So response time we can take for particular service, right? Okay. So we need response time. Okay. For response time is split by service, we can take 98th percentile response time. Filter by you wanted to add for particular service, right? So this is your load. Okay. So let's take the graph in top list. So this is your load. Okay. So for which service you wanted to have, filter by service name, like wallet service, and filter by service name, wallet service. Okay, and run that. So you can see that, but how much load is there on your particular request. Okay, the total load is 79.4K in last 30 days. For last 30 minutes, you can see 59 load is there. So during that time, right, you can customize it and you can do the changes. Okay, so you can understand that what is the load of this uh, particular service. Okay, save changes to dashboard. So by default, Dynatrace dashboard will give you the last 2 hours of data. Okay, so this is my load. So keep it like this. Okay, now what else? What else metrics is required? Let me think of it. Now just think. Any we wanted to have a DV call for particular service per service. Okay, so let's go to take a graph and you can mention here DV calls per service. Okay, now let's do the configure tile. Okay, just to type number of calls to database. Number of calls to database, this is a service method, this is per service. Okay, so we can take a value, split by service name, you want wallet service, right? Then add one more metric, time is spent. Time is spent in database calls. So you can see this is for service method, this is for service. Okay, this also required value split by service name. I need a wallet service, run the query. You can understand that. You can take the top list. There is no load table. Okay, so you can see last 30 days number of calls data is 0. If you remove that, this one, definitely there will be more calls. You can see, you can understand that, right? So let us keep it like this so you can understand this. Save changes to dashboard. So you can understand like this. Now, so database level 4x, 5x, CPU memory, response time, then failure rate, client side, server side. This is done 4x error, 5x error, any other metrics you're looking for. So let's see one metric. Let me think of it. Any other metric? You can add like CPU time per service, okay? Uh, wait, log time per service, okay? So that and all we can add. So let's add one by one. I'm adding here. Okay, so take a graph. Okay, this is, we can add, this is my sum CPU time per service. Per service, okay? Configure tile data explorer. Then we need to take metric. Just to type CPU time, that's it, right? So this is for custom device, this is for custom device. This is service CPU time. Okay, just a minute. For service, right? This one, okay. Split by, we can take value sum, split by service name equal to wallet service, okay. So we can take a CPU time. There is not giving particular service. Let's run it. Now it is giving. Okay. Name. Get some other service you take. No data. Last 72 hours. Data. Okay. So let me remove this. Okay. So you can take this matrix also. Okay. So this will help you to get CPU time. Okay. You can change to graph. This is fine. Save changes to dashboard. Then what else? This is your CPU time. wait and lock time. So just clone here, and we can add something like this. Services wait, CPU wait, CPU wait and lock time. Ayo, lock time. Okay. So this is my CPU time. The value is sum. Add one more metric. Wait time. Service. That is wait time. Filtered by value. Then add one more metric. IO time. For particular service, right? Service key request now. Built-in service IO time. This is also required value. Add one more metric. This is lock time. Lock time. This is for service method. This is for service. Okay. Run the query. So we are getting the data. Okay. So you can understand the graph. So we can take some other graph like a stack column, something like this. Yeah, we can take a stack area. So whichever things you suitable, you can take that, run the query. If you want to filter a split by service, name, wallet, and run that. Like this, you can run this. This is wallet service. Okay, run that. So you'll get the data. Okay, you're getting any value? No. Okay, you can save changes to dashboard. Okay, so let me remove that. I'm not adding this. Okay, run the query. I'm getting the data. Save changes to dashboard. So these are the metrics. Hope it will be used for performance testing. Let me think any other metric that will be very useful for. Okay, then we can utilize it. Just a minute. Can add some garbage collection level. So let's add something like this. So garbage collection total time, garbage collection total collection time. I'm gonna tile in data explorer. Okay. Garbage collection total collection time. Okay, split by process. So that service runs on some of the process, right? So that process you need to identify. Okay, so suppose so I'm not adding the filter by, so you can remove the filter by and you can run the query. So for each process, you can understand that. Okay, so save changes to dashboard, and then any other metrics. Okay, let's clone it. Then what else? Any other metric that you think like same thing you can take in the list also. So configure type, you can change it to top list and save changes. So that also it will be shown you save changes to dashboard. So top list also you can do that. So it will be easy for to understand the graph and value. Just a minute, please. Okay. Now any other metrics? Let me think of it. I think this metrics will help you to analyze while doing the performance testing. So you can see here what are the metrics that we have used. Let me drag. So we take a CPU utilization, memory utilization. Okay. Then 4x error, 5x error, service response time. Response time for that application. In that application you have, okay. Then we can take like 4x 5x failed transaction graph, load on that service, particular service, CPU time, lock time. Okay, then garbage collection total time, database calls per service. Okay, failure rate, client side, server side. Okay, so these are the metrics that are very useful while doing a performance testing. So hope you guys understood. Okay, you can add little dynamic filter here. So let's go to done. Okay, click here, configure, and you can add dynamic filter. Add dynamic filter option. You can add like some key level, service type. You can add database. mm, Database level. So you can add that database vendor. So it will be helpful while doing filtering from the in the dashboard. If you want to filter something, you can add it here. Okay. So hope you guys understood how to create a performance system dashboard and Dynatrace. Okay. That's it for this lecture. Thanks for watching. Okay.